Welcome back to In the Field Radio. I'm Erin Boogie. I'm here with Miss Lady D.
What's going on?
And we have a special guest in the building, the first of the year out of Brooklyn, New York, Miss JL.
Hey.
I'm excited. We
Yay.
haven't done an interview in such a long time.
I know. And I feel like this
Yeah,
is the perfect way to get back into it.
of course.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And her song. Okay, so here's what really drew me to you was the No Man song was like Women Empowerment Central, and that's like
Yes.
the theme of our show.
See? Perfect match. Match made in heaven.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Who is JL?
Yes. So, I mean, that's it. I'm all about women empowerment. I'm all about, not being in a box. As women, most of the time it's like we have to fit in this perfect little box, have to be perfect little women. And it's like, for me, it's like, I've always been independent. I've always been a go-getter. I've always been my own boss. I've always been all of these things. So it's like, you can't put me in a box. Like that don't work for me. You know what I mean? I'm very opinionated. Yeah, and it's just like, I'm gonna say what I need to say. I'm gonna stand on business, how they say. I'm gonna stand on business. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. I'm by no means disrespectful, evil, anything like that. But it's like at the end of the day, especially being in a space where most of the time it's dominated by men, you have to stand on your square. Otherwise, people will try you. And it's like, for me, it's about, I have a voice, I have a story, and I'm gonna say it the way I want to say it, not the way somebody else is gonna tell me to say it. So, yeah.
Have people tried to tell you how to say things? Have people tried to change your music?
What? People try to change my music, my hair, my nails, my eyelashes, my makeup, my shoes, my everything. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, people want you to be what they want you to be. And then if you do that, you're uncomfortable with yourself. At the end of the day, you gotta live with yourself. You gotta live with yourself. You gotta go to sleep with yourself at night at the end of the day. And you have to be happy and comfortable with it. If not, you live in a facade. And I'm not about facade. I'm
I
a
think
straight
that's a big
shooter.
part of the music industry, though, is a lot of people telling you what you should be doing.
Yes. So
How do
it's
you deal
different.
with that?
So it's different, right? When somebody's giving you sound advice. It's different when somebody's telling you, business advice. Because at the end of the day, this is the music business, right? So, but at the same time, you have to take what makes sense for you and then let the rest slide off your back, because what may work for this person may not work for you. Or what may have worked in the past may not work now. So you have to know, you have to have people around you who are not just telling you just whatever fluff, or try to turn you into somebody else or turn you into something else that has already happened. But I want to be something new, something fresh. I don't want to be somebody who's already exists. Why would we need that? You know what I mean? Like, we don't need two of the same artists that already exist. I want to be JL Music. I don't want to be, oh, you're the next such and such. No, I'm the next JL Music. Like, and that's who I want to be.
Yeah, I think it's important to note, folks, it is JL Music. You need to
Yes.
say all three. Do
You
not
gotta say all
just
three.
try to find her without typing the music because you'll find other
It
people.
will be hard to do that. It will be hard to do that. Yes, I'm glad you pointed that out, and that's exactly why. It's a clarifier. When you type JL Music, you gonna see JL Music. So make sure y'all not even the JL Music.
Now, how do you feel about, I see hashtag, the cover queen.
Yes.
What if people just think that you don't have original stuff? Like, do you feel like the original stuff is even better? Do you have more original stuff?
So I'm cool with that. If people are interested enough to be like, oh, I wonder if she has original stuff, that means they're gonna look for it. So
Right.
I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody is so impressed by a cover and be like, oh, see, I have two ways about it, right? Somebody's so impressed, like, oh, that was so dope. I want to see if she has other music. Or you might have somebody who'd be like, I can't believe she trashed that classic like that. Like, oh my God. But at the end of the day, they're still talking about it. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like, say what you want, but if you still talking, you talking. So
That's interesting. That's cool.
you can't please everybody. You know what I mean? Like, if you live your life trying to please everybody, you will not please the one person that you need to please, and that's yourself. Because no matter what you do, if you do this one thing, that's like if I make, if Aaron likes eggs and I make eggs, and Deb, you like, I hate eggs, then like, all right, well, let me make something else. I'm gonna make collard greens, and Aaron like, I hate collard greens. So it's like you can never please everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do what's right for you, do what feels good to you, and then the people who it's for, they'll come to it.
I like that because a lot of people complain about the people who don't like them. And I'm like, why are you so focused about the people who don't like you? And then the people who are there supporting you and loving you, you give like no attention to whatsoever.
Facts.
That's terrible.
A fact. Yeah. That's a fact. Like, I just had an experience where somebody who's close to me, they were having a birthday and they're like, oh, a lot of people are not going to come. So you celebrate the people who are there. You celebrate with the people who are there, because those are the people who are truly close to you, who truly care about you, who truly making an effort to be there to spend that time with you. The fact that, that makes it seem like their effort to be there doesn't mean anything because the people who really don't matter didn't show up. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like, show up for the people who show up for you, and the people who don't, you got two fingers that could deal with that, but whatever.
How long in the making is your music career? How long you been doing this?
It's been a while, long in the making. So I started singing probably, I don't even know what age, but I wasn't originally called myself a singer originally, right? I was more into dance and fashion and stuff like that. But my brother, my cousins, and I had some friends who were like all started getting into singing, and it was just kind of like, oh, you ain't gonna sing without me. So it was kind of like that. So I kind of like jumped in it, it was just like, oh, I want to sing too. Y'all gonna include me? I was a pick-me at that point, y'all. Listen, tell the truth.
So wait, how old were you? So you had to be like 13. I feel
probably maybe a little younger than that. Probably like 11, I would say. Probably like 11. And then after that, we all played around and did a lot of different things. And then we started a girl group. Me and two of my really good friends, we started a girl group, and it was so cute, and it was actually good. Like, people were actually interested in us. And
what was it called?
It was just our initials. It was just JAS, JAS. It was just our initials. And my initial was the first letter, and that's the only first thing I ever had, because I never had no leave. I never had none of that. So it was just like, hold up, y'all think y'all better than me? What we doing here? But so yeah, that was that. It was fun, but we were young, so we had like momagers and this and that, and the cattiness. So it was a lot of that. Not then this person want my daughter to sing lead, and this person, it's like,
right. Not the moms getting into it.
Yeah, it was momagers involved, and it was a lot.
Momagers. I'm dead. Momagers.
Yes. And then, so, I was like, whatever, forget this. So I was just like, you know what, whatever. But I was kind of like, you know what, I want to do it by myself. So I was kind of thinking, then I was like, well, how am I going to do it by myself? I ain't got no songs. So I was just like, forget it. I'm not going to do that no more. But then I was just like, you know what, I think I still want to do it. So I was like, I want to try and write my first song. So I wrote my first song, and I was just like, oh, I'm good at this. So I was just like, you know what, ever since then, I just kept going. I mean, I had some ups and downs, some tribulations and things that tested me throughout that time. But, after that, I was just like, I'm not dealing with no other people right now. I'm just do it solo, do it on my own. And that's where I am right now.
Who were some of your influences early on? Like, who were you listening to early on in your career?
So I listen to all types of music. Well, let me not say all types of music, because it's like millions and millions of different types of music, right? But I like to listen to lots of different things. I listen to rock and pop and hip hop and R&B and, Hispanic music. And I even listen to country. So it's like, whatever was being played in the house at the time, I was listening to. At the time, it was a lot, of course, people listen to Michael Jackson. It was a lot of Michael Jackson being played. It was a lot of Mariah Carey being played. And then as I started to go through music on my own, it was, I liked a lot of hip hop. So, that's, I don't know. You can hear that in the undertones in a lot of my music. Not No Man, but a lot of my other records. You can hear that a lot.
So talk about No Man. How did that record come about?
So No Man was it's just a fun song, like, right? It's not my personal story, but it's just a fun song. It's just about a woman in her healing stage. You know, sometimes relationships go through this cycle and you get to the end and it's like, you know, forget this. I ain't messing with y'all no more. I'm done. I'm focused on me, focusing on getting my money. But I need to have some fun too. A girl gotta have a little fun, friends with benefits type of thing. So
So wait, what's going on? So do you have a man right now?
Right now, I do not have a man. Single,
Team single for life.
Team No Man right now.
Team No Man right now. But I fall in love quick. So I'll be like, nah, she don't want no man. Then 2 weeks later, I'll be like, yo, I love a man. I'm in love. That's
What's your
me.
sign? What is your sign?
I'm a Sag. I'm Sagittarius. We don't fall in love often.
I don't know what that's one of the sexy signs, I feel
it's
like.
It's a very sexy sign. Sag is a very sexy sign. I'm glad you said that. Sag is a very sexy sign. We shoot straight from the hip. We don't use a lot of fluff. We don't, people call us rude, but we not rude. We just tell it like it is. You know what I mean? I'm not about to sit here and BS you. Like, we tell it how it is. And we don't like a lot of people. We don't fall in love often. But when we like somebody, we like them all the way. We go hard. So.
And you guys are not afraid to walk away either.
At all. Listen, if you deal with a Sag and they walk away, it's over for you.
It's over.
It's split. They will never come back. Like, we one of those people who we will try to make it work, but once we done, it's over. It's up for you. That's it. You will never get it back. See, Erin know about them Sages.
Yeah, my best friend is a Sag.
Come on, best friend. Come on.
I'm a Capricorn, so I like Capricorn
right
and
after.
go like hand in hand.
My best friend is an Aquarius, so it's kind of like all in that little mix right there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Aquarius be off the chain for no just without
I love
cause.
me some Aquarius, though. I ain't gonna lie. I love Aquarius.
Yeah. Let's talk a little about your process, like your song. Do you have like a songwriting process or?
So I wouldn't call it a process. I guess it is a process, but for me, like, it's easier for me to turn on the music, turn on the track, go in the booth and record while I'm creating the lyrics and the melody and the idea. That's my process. A lot of people have a different, process. Some people, they have to sit down and they have to write it on the pad. They have to, they have to see it. They have to write, erase. Not me. I have to record it and then listen back and say, oh, I think I might change that. Or I think I want to put a harmony here. Or I think I want to change that lyric. Or I want to do something else right there. So I have to hear it. That's my process.
What are some things you need in the studio to create a vibe?
All I need is a mic, honey. Because I don't need a vibe. Like, I am the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need the vibe. I don't need that. Like, just give me the mic, press record, and we yeah. I do like lower light though. I'm not gonna lie, I do like lower light, but I don't really need a vibe because I bring vibes.
What are you working on?
Right now, I have a little sexy songs, that sexy Sag vibe. But I'm also working on some visuals for that. So I want it to be more visuals, as the year goes along. So yeah, that's what I'm really working on right now.
Have you performed a lot?
Prior to like this year and last year, but last year I probably performed maybe about 5-6 times. But this year, 2024, honey, we doing all the performances. We trying to do like some mini tours and
that's exciting.
And I'm also performing in New York Fashion Week this coming week. So yeah, anybody in New York, you go see the flyers and make sure y'all hop out to see your girl. I'm walking in some shows and I'm performing at some shows for New York Fashion Week. So, make sure y'all come check that out.
How tall are you?
I am not tall. Have you guys seen any of my pictures, like on my Instagram?
Yes.
So I want you guys to guess my height.
Oh my goodness.
5'6".
Okay, Erin says 5'6".
5'3" or 4.
5'3" or 4. Both of you are wrong. I am 4'11". I'm really 5 feet, but people say I'm 4'11". Yes, and you know why I asked that question? Because everybody who sees my Instagram, like, you look tall as hell on your Instagram. I be like, no, that's just my personality you seeing, you know, through the pictures.
That's wild.
Yep.
That's adorbs. No.
Yes.
I feel like I wish I was that small. So then,
like finally, I'm taller than someone.
Well, you're taller. Oh my god. Oh,
I'm 5 even.
I'm 5'7". So.
Oh, come on. Yes, model height. How tall you, Erin?
5 even.
Oh my god. Cutest. What do you do to like develop yourself, like develop your talent?
Yeah, that's a great question. And that's a lot of the reason why I'm actually even here now is challenging myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for me, it's about besting myself, you know? Like I said, I wasn't the greatest singer at the beginning. It's just like, I want to be able to do harmonies and my notes not go off. I want to be able to hear the harmonies. I want to be able to hit better notes. I want to be able to hit higher notes. I want to be able to, you know, control my vocals. And all of those things was me trying to better myself. And so that's what it is, you know, just looking at myself and saying, you know what do I want to improve? How do I want to improve it? And then I just go about trying to do those things. You know, I'm a big self-help person. I'm a big self-learner. So I Google a lot of stuff. I research a lot of stuff. And even something as small as, like, you know, how to hold a note or how to, you know, stuff like that. So for me, everything is about besting myself. I'm in competition with myself every day. And yeah.
What are some things you like to do outside of music?
Oh, outside of music, listen, y'all, I really like to do puzzles. You know, like jigsaw puzzles. Don't laugh. I see you laughing already. Stop laughing. I love to do jigsaw puzzles. Stop laughing. But
how many pieces?
Listen, I've done 1,000-piece puzzles. Listen, I love me some puzzles, y'all. So, but I mean, other than that, I mean, exciting stuff. I mean, I like to travel. I love to travel. I'm a big foodie. So new restaurants, take me. I'm your person. I love restaurants. I'm a real big DIY person, like do it yourself person. I love, it's just, I guess because I'm a creative, but I love doing DIY projects, like creating little things, or, you know, I love stuff like that. I don't know.
What's your favorite place to eat in the city?
I haven't eaten in the city maybe in about a year now. But the last time I was in the city just for dinner, I was vegan at the time. I've kind of weaned myself off a little bit from that. I eat chicken now. I still don't eat dairy. I had dinner at this place called Planter Queen. So good. So good. It's vegan, but even if you're not vegan, you would enjoy the food. It was really, really good.
So what about in Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn, my favorite place to eat is Stavlos Pizza Shop on Sutter Avenue in East New York, Brooklyn. Listen, East New York, stand up.
Shout out to the pizza.
That's what we want to hear.
They got the best pizza, okay?
Do you be working with, you broke off and did the solo artist thing, but do you enjoy working with anybody else at all?
I love working with other people. It just so happens that I don't get the opportunity to do that often. But I would love to do that more often. You know, like, I love collaborating with people. I love writing with people. I love performing with people. I love, you know, doing songs with people. And so I hope to do a lot more of that this year.
Who's your dream collab?
Oh, I have so many, but you know, I'm in my sexy R&B Sag vibe. So my number one collab will be, and this is nobody's gonna even guess I would say this, but Tank. Tank. I love Tank as an artist. I love Tank as a writer. I love his vocals. Like, you have some backgrounds on Tank on the song. It just takes the song to the next level. It's just like, oh my God. So Tank is definitely my dream collab, for sure.
I think that's a first on the show.
Love it. Love it. I can listen to Tank albums back, forth and back. Yeah.
What about producers? You got favorite producers or who you want to work with?
Don't have favorite producers, but it's just so many amazing producers right now that I can't even name any. You know, Listen, I want to work with all the producers. All the producers. Me. Yes, me. Right here.
How do you feel about the rap girlies beefing?
Oh, I was gonna ask that too.
You know what? I mind my own business. I mind my JL music business. So I don't really have an opinion about it, about either side, either way. But I just think it's just unfortunate, you know. It would be so dope to. On the one hand, it's unfortunate, right? Because it's like two beautiful women, two successful women. You don't want to see them going at it, but at the same time, beef is kind of part of hip hop too. So it's like, it's like, you know, it's a balance. You know, you can look at it one or two ways.
Would you beef with anybody? Like, what? Do you have a dream beef?
I don't got time to beef with nobody. No, like that.
It wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be fun to crack on somebody.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So the reason for me why I wouldn't beef with somebody is because I just don't give a. I mean, I can't say that. I'm sorry. I just don't care, right? I don't care enough to beef with somebody. And the other part of that is, even though I'm definitely cutthroat. Like Savages, we like that. We'll say something that will cut your whole life down and make you want to be like, wow, what is this? And we're like that. So I would never want to do that. And then it really hurts somebody in a way that, you know, you don't really want to hurt people. I'm not into hurting people. I'm not into, you know, that type of thing. But you push me to the limit and you gonna get all this energy. So it's kind of like, I don't really want to. And I just don't care enough, you know. Say what you want. I don't care. Like it don't make me no different.
How do you feel about modern rap beef though, taking place more on Twitter than it does on Wax?
I think it's hilarious. Honestly, I think it's hilarious. I think it would be so much better if it was happening on Wax. You know what I mean? It'd just be so much more epic. You know what I'm saying? But it's just funny. It's funny. Like Twitter is X now, X whatever. It's hilarious. Like, you know what I mean? Like one of my favorite apps it's just hilarious to me.
X is in shambles right now.
It really is. What's going on? Elon, I don't know what the hell. Like,
he's probably stressed. I feel like I wish that beefs happened in other genres. Like imagine a country song like Jelly Roll, better get a jelly roll. Yeah.
It probably does. We're probably just not tapped in.
You know, that's true. That is true. That is probably true. But that would be hilarious. I would love it. R&B beef. I would love it.
Mariah Carey was in a beef, right?
Yeah, with Eminem.
Mariah Carey was beefing with Eminem. Can you imagine how brave that is? And won.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but let's be real. Like Mariah Carey is the queen of petty. Like I don't know that you could get too many beefs past her and not have her win.
I love me some Mariah Carey. MC, love you, Mariah. Oh my God.
If I was gonna beef, I would want to beef with Mariah Carey just so that she could shade me. Or like Rihanna. Like Rihanna beef would be epic.
That's what I was saying.
The shade is real from Miss Carey, honey. Listen, the shade is too real. Gotta love it though. Shade is good shade. Whether it's against you or somebody you know or whoever, good shade is good shade. You go, oh, she was petty.
I want to beef with 50 Cent probably.
You say you would or would?
I would.
You would?
Like everybody would see it. I mean, as long as he ain't nut on my face, you know what I mean? As long as he can't, like.
He's like the king of petty too. Like when he bought all of Ja Rule's front row tickets.
Yeah, that's a fun ass beef. Like you can make money off of that beef. Like.
Not you can make money off it. I'm beef. Yeah, but I mean,
but you come out to the stage and perform for nobody because 50 Cent bought all your tickets. Like how angry was Ja Rule thinking he sold these tickets and now he comes out and there's nobody there.
At the end of the day, guess what though? Like he sold tickets. No matter who bought them, he sold tickets. Right. Yeah. So I mean,
you should try to get on Ja Rule's album. Why is he talking about he has songs? He's like, my album. I was like, oh.
Oh, he has an album? Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, he said he got $100 million record deal that no one believes either.
Oh, I mean, I don't know how record deals work these days, but I mean, you never know. He is Ja Rule. Never know.
Would you ever sign one, or you want to stay indie forever?
If the right deal comes along, and it makes sense, I would definitely sign. But I'm looking more to do like a partnership more than just signing to a label. But again, it all depends on the deal, how it's structured, what we're talking about. So, I'm never the one to be like, oh, I would never. But it all depends on what is built on.
And so what do we got coming next from JL?
Ooh, so like I said, I'm performing in New York for New York Fashion Week. I'm walking and I'm performing and on 3 different nights. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm working on a couple films this year. I think I have one that I think I pretty much got locked down, but fingers crossed on that. I don't know. But hopefully, again, like I said, we're working on doing like some small tours, collaborate with somebody else, a promoter who does the tours. And yeah, just some things. I'm trying to do some national anthems at some games and some boxing matches. So a lot to come for some JL music. You know what I mean? Shaking it up a little bit, turning it up a little bit.
All right, let our listeners know where they can find you.
You can find me on my Instagram and my Twitter /X. It's called JL the Boss. So I'll spell it out JAYELLE in the words the boss. So JAYELLETHEBOSS. That's for my Instagram and my Twitter or X. It's so funny saying X because I feel like I'm talking about an ex of mine. It's weird. But anywho, my website is jlmusic.com. And my TikTok and my YouTube is JL Music. If you go to any of your streaming platforms, you put in JL Music, you will find me. It's also music on my website as well. And guys, I haven't announced it yet, but I'm actually working on my merch site. So that will be coming soon as well.
That's exciting.
Yes.
I hope there's nails on it.
I wish. Oh my God. I would love to work with a nail designer to create some nails. I love me some nails. That would be so dope. That's a great idea. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, for real, Deb. That was like the winning, because you know me with the nails. I'm in.
Right. That's how
love nails.
I already have the buy-in. Is there anything else you want our listeners to know before we get out of here?
Yeah, I want them to know that, give some new music a try, give a new artist a try, and you will not be disappointed. JL Music, I'm here. We'll make some big things happen. And number one, above all, make sure you believe in yourself. Don't let nobody tell you who you are, because you know best for yourself who you are.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time out to sit with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. This was very fun.